Kids who grow up wrapped in love naturally know how to give that love to the people they care about. Time to praise our tall, handsome, buff, and super cocky dream guy Lu Taixiao. It's a must-do on the agenda. All you coolest guys better take notes. A good man who knows how to love deeply deserves to have a beautiful wife who can give him kids. Sure, it's another cliché death story, but it's really good. Can you imagine how desperate someone must be to walk into the deep sea holding his little brother? Just when it feels like they're about to be swallowed by the ocean, a pair of strong hands grabs hold of two precious lives. That's gotta be our good guy, who doesn't look like one to jaw. Xiao Jing's deadbeat dad borrowed money and ran. Took all his wages before skipping town. That collector showed up with a guarantee he knew nothing about, demanding he pay back 180 mil. Or pay with his body if he can't. Xiao Jing got worked up and punched the collector. With nowhere to turn, he decided to end his miserable life, but worried his poor brother would have no one, so he decided to take along his most precious thing with him. Taizo pulled him ashore with a smirk on his face, beat someone up and ran away, then took a kid into the sea. Look how bold you are. You scared the kid half to death. Taizo put on what he thought was his friendliest smile, but got shocked by the little guy's electric stare. Quickly handed the kid back. Mr. Jing Yingsuo, what did the kid do wrong? Not saying you did anything wrong. You just have a debt to repay. Taizo changed into clean clothes and showed his true, almost stared a hole through Xiao Jin's face. His little crush totally obvious. Couldn't wait to send the brother away. I'll return your brother, safe and sound in a bit. Now we need to talk about adult stuff. Kalki alpha creditor falls for pitiful Omega debtor at first sight. What else can you? Tai Yao rescued suicidal Xiao Jin from the sea. Looking at the pretty little, he got some different ideas. Pointing at the brother, he asked, "Did you have him? Can't tell at all. You look like a virgin. But you already have a kid. Where's the father?" After learning it's his brother, not his son, Taizo's smile changed completely. Couldn't wait to send the brother away. Took Xiao Jing with him to discuss some adult business. In the office, Taizo reads seriously through Xiao Jing's file. Jin Yixuan, 25 years old, high school graduate Omega, with a little dependent. Debt of 180 million. Xiao Jin tried hard to explain he didn't borrow it, but Taizo didn't care about that. Who told you not to watch where you put your fingerprints? You guaranteed it, so it's yours now. If you're not happy about it, you can pay it back another way. If you and the kid are both talented, it'd be more than enough to pay it all off. Xiao Jing said he didn't understand what he meant. What I mean is, since you were brave enough to walk in the sea, let's pick a way to pay off the debt and make good use of what's inside your body. Xiao Jing finally understood what he was getting at. Of course he refused. Taizo smiled wickedly but didn't force him. If you don't want it, that's hot. Just stay alive and work to pay it back. We're good citizens who treat people right. It's not that much. Why give up early? I know you're confused, but that's when you need to think clearly. Think about what you have and what you're missing. No money, no house, no income, debt to pay, a kid to raise. But none of that matters. Just solve them one by one. So now, let me help you solve one. Pretty indebted Omega fails to drown. Gets rescued and pinned down by his creditors. Xiao Jin wasn't about to take it lying down. Struggled hard, punching and kicking. Taizo smirked wickedly. Little cutie's got quite a temper. Keep acting crazy and I'll make your brother pay the debt first. Xiao Jin got pinned down instantly. Taizo laughed even more arrogantly. Actually, you're getting a good deal. You'll know soon enough. Don't know if Xiao Jin got a good deal, but the pain was real. If he hadn't run away with his brother back then, would things be better? Xiao Jin, who never experienced a happy life, couldn't even imagine what happiness looks like. Taizo got annoyed. His mind wandered during business time. Oh, he got what Xiao Jin's disgusted looks and words. That just fired up Taizo's desire to conquer even more. He loved it so much. My name is Lu Tai. Say my name. No way he was gonna say it. Xiao Jin literally passed out from rage. When he woke up again, he was already in the car, being taken to another strange place. Kalki Taizo even teased Xiao Jin for being too weak. Can't even get out of the car now. Naturally earned another classic eye roll from Xiao Jin, limping along with Taizo to a small residential complex, full of questions when the guy smiled and said, "Housing problem solved." Confused, Xiao Jin wanted to ask something, when the door suddenly opened, heard a small voice call out, then a little cannonball crashed into him. Shang grinned from ear to ear. He didn't lie to you. This deal's totally in your favor. I'm the one losing out here. Not only arranged a place for you guys to live, but I'm also getting you a job tomorrow. I'll just rest well today. We'll talk details tomorrow. Couldn't help patting Xiao Jing's butt. Don't even think about running. Running away with a kid isn't easy. Pretty Omega got targeted by his creditor. Creditor played dirty collecting the debt, but ended up hooked by the Omega's pheromones. Set him up with free housing. Even returned his brother. Smiled with hidden meaning, telling the Omega to stay put. You can't escape from me. Xiao Jin had no mind for that jerk. Gently patted the cute little head. Asked if his brother got bullied. But his brother said they treated me well. But is it just the two of us living here now? We don't have to go back to dad's, and we don't have to sleep in places with lots of strange men anymore. Bright, hopeful eyes. Xiao Jin couldn't bring himself to say no. Since there's nowhere else to go, might as well stay here for now. Watching his brother sleep peacefully, Xiao Jin fell into self-blame. His understanding brother never showed what he liked or hated in front of him. What did the little kid do wrong? Does he know what I was planning? If he knew, would he still be happy about living with me? Can't stop thinking about what that guy said. Since he knows I'm an Omega, will he sell me off soon? To pay back that debt I never even saw. My brother loves it here so much. Better just watch for a few days, then figure out how to escape. Half asleep, Xiao Jin had a dream. That lazy girl nothing. Gambling father not only took his and his brother's food money, but also threw punches at him without mercy. He couldn't take it anymore. Packed up simply. He had to leave. That cold, loveless home. His brother's longing, dependent eyes made him open that door again. Started hiding his Omega identity. Working hard with his dependent brother. But fate was cruel. His gambling dad racked up huge debts and ran. He got into a fight with the debt collectors. Looking at his hands covered, Xiao Jin woke up from the nightmare. At the same time, urgent knocking came from outside. Bad at everything but great at watching his wife, number 1. Good guy Lu always switches between being cocky and getting punched daily. But he totally deserves it. Wife asked about the East, he answers West. Wife asked about the West. Says all cocky. I just wanted to scare you, that's why I said it. Only when you're scared can I do whatever I want. Little crybaby listening behind the door got startled by a loud slap. Taizhou, who got slapped, wasn't even mad. Grabbed his wife's little hand and sniffed it all over carefully, sniffing while sighing. Smells so damn good. Made Xiao Jing's hair stand on end with disgust. At the critical moment, little crybaby nervously opened the door. Felt scared. Mustered up courage to come out. Avoid his brother was getting bullied, but he couldn't believe it. He looked back and forth at their face. Brother's face was still handsome, but that guy's face was red and swollen. He finally let out a sigh of relief. After messing with his wife and seizing his brother, Taizhou was ready to bail. Before leaving, didn't forget to leave all the cash from his wallet for his wife. Though Xiao Jin refused, he's got a kid to feed. After all, in the car, didn't forget to tell his guys to take good care of the brothers, especially the little one. That way, he can keep his wife in check. After starting work, Xiao Jin finally felt some relief. Restaurant work was actually restaurant work, though there were still plenty of sleazy jerks. At least he had regular hours, so he could take side gigs to pay off that debt from hell as soon as possible, and to keep from being sold off. Xiao Jin threw himself back into the exhausting grind. Not so, Li Jue boss Taishao also went into work mode, making money with his sister to support his wife. The siblings' combat power was off the chart. Took on 100 guys and solved it fast. Made a bit too much noise. Woke up their engine side. Taizhou sweet-talked her, made her laugh happily. The siblings tried to strike while the iron was. Give the gorgeous lady a good hug. But the next second, got pushed away with disgust. Two badass alpha siblings can't escape the tragic fate of marriage pressure. 1 second wanting to get cozy with their aunt. Next second running away at lightning speed. After intense work, the exhausted siblings obviously needed to find a beautiful omega to blow off some steam. When Taizhou saw his wife's repayment record, he totally freaked out. How'd that guy pay back so much? Forgot all about finding a pretty omega. Went straight to his wife's place. The door suddenly opening. Scared little crybaby to death. When Xiao Jin got home from his side job, such a heartwarming scene. Though the red dots on Taizhou startled him a bit. Who asked first if his brother ate properly at home alone. Then praised his brother's drawing and started making dinner. Taizhou suddenly came over all cocky and said, "Wow, impressive. At this repayment rate, you'll be free in 3 years. Just don't know what'll happen to the little guy locked up at home every day." Xiao Jin got pissed off again. Was about to throw a punch when the doorbell rang. Taizhou slipped away fast. His fried chicken delivery arrived. The delicious fried chicken got little crybaby drooling. Big brother generously put both drumsticks in his brother's bowl. Taizhou pointed at his own. Desperately needed his wife. Only got a chicken neck. Talk about playing favorites all the way to the Pacific. But whatever his wife feeds him, even a chicken butt tastes amazing. After eating his fill, didn't forget to remind his wife not to just focus on work. Take care of yourself too, and take care of the little one. Xiao Jin obviously wasn't appreciative. Well, if I don't work, you're gonna support me. Taizhou couldn't ask for more. Went straight in for a kiss. Xiao Jin wasn't putting up with his crap. Crack. Almost cost Taizhou half his tongue. Actions speak louder than words. Wasn't it you who told me to support you? Xiao Jin only regret not biting harder just now to make his big mouth shut up for good. But Taizhou was savoring that stolen kiss. Taizhou's wife got beat up. Oh, 3 alphas gang up on 1 omega. Quick, release Taizhou. Xiao Jin spun like a top every day to pay off debt. Exhausted himself but still had to check on his brother at home. And the little crybaby had a fever. Couldn't find medicine. About to be late for work. In the chaos, Xiao Taizhou descended from heaven, looking at his panicked wife. Thought for 1 seconds then. Scooped up the feverish little guy. Texted while telling his wife to go to work. He'd watched the kid. Xiao Jin looked totally disbelieving. Yes. Take care of a kid. Give me the kid back. I'm gonna be late. Then the driver rushed upstairs with a medicine box. Finally found kid-friendly medicine. Xiao Jin was 100% worried. Came over to check. Got pushed away by Taizhou. If the little guy takes this, I'll take care of him all day. Just go to work. If anything happens, I'll call you. You'll get fired if you're late. Now Xiao Jin reluctantly left in a flash. Got to the door but still looked back worried. I saw that annoying guy waving at him saying, "Make good money, hubby." Xiao Jin felt like he was really blind. The driver also thought he was blind right now. Taizhou also felt like something possessed him. What was he supposed to do again? Xiao Jin left his sick brother for work, imagining that unreliable guy ditching the dying kid to go party. His anger was boiling over. Put down the dishes a bit too hard, and got groped by some idiots. Talk about asking for it. Xiao Jin slammed the tray down. Free bald head makeover. Limited edition metal hat included. At the same time, Xiao Jin got kicked flying. The lackeys all joined in to avenge their boss. Oh no. 3 stinking alphas. Weakling. Taizhou's wife got beaten up by 3 Aussie alphas. Taizhou drops from the sky and tosses those alphas aside, 1 in each hand. Yo, you even got him by the neck. 3 guys to catch 1 omega. You fellas not embarrassed. And Taizhou then he helps Jin up and tells him to wait outside. This scene's not for omegas to watch. Before Jin can say anything, Taizhou tosses him out of the room. The moment the door closes, all you hear is crashing and screaming like pigs getting slaughtered. His pretty wife, who he'd never dare lay a finger on, only takes beatings from him. 3 alphas ganging up on him. They're asking for it. Taizhou's so manly. Taizhou walks out looking pissed. What'd you do with the kid? Why are you even here? He tosses a handkerchief at his wife. Wipe the blood off first. Well, you think I ate the kid? He kept running a fever. I dropped him at the hospital before coming here. Doctor said it's just a cold. You don't need to worry about him. You better worry about yourself. This mess scared off all the restaurant guests. Taizhou doesn't know if he's happy or just has a happy headache. That temper is 1 day's business down the drain. 40 million gone. No choice. Gotta add this to your debt. When's this ever gonna end? I'll give you a choice. Come work with me once. I won't hold this against you. Jin's so pissed his teeth hurt. You're just like those punk alphas. Jin touches his wife's head lovingly. You really gotta control that temper, or you and Omega are gonna get hurt. Jin slaps away the creepy hand and storms off. Taizhou follows behind like a pest. You really won't consider only servicing me from now on. You can pay off your debt and not get sold. Win-win, don't you think? Hearing his wife reluctantly say yes gets Taizhou all excited. He grabs his wife's hand to leave. What work? Forget work. Let's go home. Taizhou suggests his wife only service him from now on. After getting his agreement, he eagerly drags his wife away. Jin freaks out. Calm down, not now. Taizhou looks back with a smile. What are you thinking? I'm taking you to see your brother at the hospital. Jin's totally speechless. You sneaky alpha. His brother's sleeping soundly in the hospital bed. The nurse says he just got his IV. He'll probably sleep for a while. Pretty high fever, but just a regular cold. Got here in time, didn't turn into pneumonia. After thanking the nurse, he goes to pay the bill. They tell him it's already covered. Deep down, he's grateful to that guy. When he walks out and sees that cocky, punchable face, Jin's anger flares up. He's about to say thanks. But Taizhou touches his injured forehead first. What'd the doctor say about your head? What if it scars? I got amnesia. Okay, no need to thank this loudmouth. But Taizhou doesn't hold back. He pulls Jin in for a quick kiss and says, don't forget what you promised me. Taizhou loves this omega scent, like those flowers that bloom on trees before summer. Those soft white flowers, like steaming white rice, and the guy looks just as delicious as hot white rice. They say that flowers and scent calms people down and improves their mood, but this omega's scent doesn't calm him at all. It makes him lose control every time. Well, that explains everything. Taizhou got beat up again. But how's Jin a match for that big guy Taizhou? Jin's beautiful happy moment begins. The alpha and his little omega agree to work together. Watching Jin fumble around, Taizhou's really worried. This innocent little omega, let him out, and he'll come back with a whole litter. Skip about a billion details here. Use your imagination. After finishing his job, Jin drags his tired body to go see his brother. Taizhou pulls him back in time. Taizhou's all talk. He cares about his wife, but his mouth runs. He tells his wife to control his temper and do his job well. He'll make lots of money. Proud Jin swears if he's ever forced to do that kind of work, he'll blow his head off first. He's already like that anyway. A little more debt won't matter. Watching Jin act all ready to die, Taizhou's shaking from holding in his laughter. The little crybaby's actually awake at 4:30 a.m. When he sees his brother, he dives into his arms. Finally sees family. The kid's so upset. Jin pats his head. Yang's so brave and amazing. The crybaby perks right up. The doctor uncle even gave me juice. Their happy moment gets interrupted by a voice. Oh wow, crybaby's all better. Doctor says he can go home today. The crybaby shoots him a look. I'm not a crybaby. Jin explains to his defensive brother. This guy brought you to the hospital when you were sick. Say thank you. The crybaby looks defeated, but obediently bows to say thanks. It's so cute. Taizhou can't help but ruffle his head. Don't get sick anymore, okay? Your brother really worries about you. Watching him laugh and play with his brother, Jin's heart's a whole mix of emotions. Taizhou's got his own little scheme going. Brother-obsessed Jin Xiaoxuan always saves his smiles for his brother. The grumpy face is always for Taizhou. What else can he do? Just spoil him. No matter how his wife hits him or glares at him, he always smiles back. The feared underground boss personally drives Jin to work. He teases his little omega. Make lots of money today too. And asks about his brother's hospital bill. Unamused. Taizhou acts all dramatic. Oh, right, the hospital bill. He doesn't hold back. Pinches his face and steals a kiss in one smooth move. Let's say this covers it. Jin's fuming. Can't expect anything from this guy. Showing up on time shocks the boss. You're not late? What's going on with your neck? After that guy dragged you away yesterday, did he do that? That kid wouldn't do something like that. Jin's silence makes the boss certain. He turns around pissed and calls Taizhou. No matter how much trouble that waiter causes, you can't do that to his neck. I'm really disappointed in you. After he hangs up, Jin's phone rings. A voice comes through gritted teeth. Hey kid, didn't I tell you to explain for me? Jin says flatly, I didn't say anything. Then hangs up. Taizhou's fuming. Kid's got guts, hanging up on me. Jin makes a face at his phone, looking smug. After leaving the hospital, the crybaby's cooped up at home all day eating by himself. Reading, writing, drawing. He's so bored, he decides to sneak out for an adventure. Everyone's favorite crybaby brother. Made more in one day than his brother makes in a month. It started because Jin works all day earning money. The super good little bean's locked at home, 24/7 reading, writing, and drawing. He's so bored he decides to sneak out while his brother's away. But right when he walks out, his brother spots him. It's dangerous for a kid to go out alone at night. The little bean's a bit sad. His brother suddenly realizes he hasn't taken him out in forever. So he suggests taking him for a walk. The little bean's eyes light up. He's thrilled. That night after his brother falls asleep, Jin calls his boss. Boss, can I bring a kid to work tomorrow? The next day, the little bean becomes the restaurant star. Everyone's staring, the kid's all shy. The boss demands all gruff. You got a kid and didn't say anything. Jin explains it's his brother. Then the boss turns into a kid, spoiling maniac, parading the little bean around. He introduces him. This is my nephew. So the sweet, cute, pretty little bean gets tons of spending money. Jin looks at the thick stack in his brother's hands and questions his life. Meanwhile, Taizhou and his cool sister just finished dealing with a problem. He wants to hang with his pretty little omega. He asks his well-connected sister to introduce some. The one with the kid looks pretty good. Can I borrow him? Though Taizhou says whatever. His sister's reasonable. Sharing an omega with her brother is kinda awkward, so she suggests grabbing food first. The moment Cool Sis walks into the restaurant, she greets the boss warmly, but the boss keeps glaring hard at Taizhou. Taizhou's so done. He's more wrong than anyone. He's lost it. He's telling his wife to go to the club and hook a rich guy. Then he'll reach the top and never struggle for money again. It started with Taizhou getting beat up by the boss. He sees Jin coming out of a room. He pounces like a hungry wolf and scares him. He asks, "Why'd you bring the crybaby here? Don't bring him often. This place is sketchy. It's bad for kids. Look into daycare." Jin wants to send him to, but no money how, so Taizhou starts talking nonsense. Then hurry up and find yourself a rich guy at the club. Then you can have whatever you want and reach the top. Before Taizhou finishes, Cool Sis is impatient. She's starving. Let's eat. Taizhou looks like he's not done. Before leaving, he smacks Jin's butt hard. Get back to work. Jin rubs his sore butt, watching the two walk into the room. The moment the door shuts, he's surrounded. Everyone's super jealous. He's so close to those two bosses. Can you put in a good word? They're related apparently. Young, handsome, loaded, great body, stylish. They tip big every time and super polite. Jin's face gets darker. What polite person does stuff like that? In the room, Cool Sis is flirting gently. Taizhou looks disgusted. You said no marriage, what's this? Cool Sis gives a lecture. Look who's talking. You're the same. Chasing after an omega with a kid every day. That hits Taizhou right in the heart. He gets all defensive and pissed. That kid's his brother. I'm just being nice and giving him a break. Don't they remind you of our nephew? Cool Sis looks all knowing. The nephew, sure. I just think that little omega's something else. The two-faced guy wanted to find his wife a sugar daddy 1 second. The next he's talking to Cool Sis about his wife. He can already smell his scent from far away. 太喜欢了. He loves him. What omega blows up ahead, has a kid, and jumps in the ocean. No matter how good I am to him, he's always pissed and all feisty. I just love it so much. Taking someone so unconventional and slowly making them obedient. That's how you really control them. He says that. Opens. It's Jin bringing food. He sets down the dishes properly and picks up the tray nicely. Looks at Taizhou confused. No TPT for me. Shao obediently pulls out money and hands it over. Jin snatches it without hesitation. Slams the door in one smooth move. This move stuns Cool Sis. First time she's seen such a fierce little omega. Taizhou's shaking with laughter. What a spicy little omega. Cool Sis warns him kindly he might have heard what we just said. Taizhou doesn't care. So what if he heard? After a day of being everyone's favorite, the crybaby is going home with his brother. The boss is the most reluctant. He tells Jin to bring water whenever there's no one to watch him. Just as they're about to leave, someone rushes in looking for Taizhou. Gashu, the fat guy who got his head bashed, is awake. On their way home, the brother asks, "Did you have fun today? You tired?" Tired? I got to see you. Grandpa was fun too, but the food was hot and really good. This is for you. Just as Jin's feeling guilty about maybe getting the kid a microwave, the crybaby hands him a stack of cash. This is for you. Jin feels all warm inside. You keep it. Use it later when you want to do something. Once in a while is okay. The crybaby's shifty eyes tell Jin exactly what he wants. So he says, "You can't come to where I work every day, but once in a while okay." The crybaby pulls out the cash right away. "Can I use this to come?" Jin tells his brother that's not how money works. When you go to school later, you can use it with friends to buy hasna. The crybaby's eyes light up immediately. Mommy, when can I go to school? Jin does some quick math. In about 400 nights. Who dares touch my wife? He thumbs the crybaby. How do you count to 400 on your fingers? Seems like there's not enough. What do I do? Wife protecting maniac Taizhou's motto. My wife, I spoil him. My wife. Who dares touch him? Something so worth bragging about. Might as well put it in your bio. He's mine now. Keep your shady schemes to yourself. Don't ignore what I'm saying, and go looking for him. But buddy, even if there were 10 despicable people, you still wouldn't be able to handle it. You don't look so good. Don't do anything stupid, man. That guy's life is already a total mess. Even though life's a mess, Xiaojin still bought his brother a microwave, and patiently taught the little crybaby how to use it safely. Until it's nice and warm, the little crybaby clapped his hands in delight. This is so amazing. But the food's all hot now. Xiaojin reasonably suspects the little guy. After eating the chef's cooking, doesn't like his anymore. His phone gets a deduction notification. A month's salary barely covers the interest. Gotta work even harder to make money. Before leaving, he reminds his brother to lock the door properly and eat well. The little crybaby nods obediently the moment his brother closes the door. He looks at his teeth in the mirror. What do I do? It looks like it's about to fall out. The little crybaby feels super heavy-hearted. Am I gonna die? He can't stop crying. Meanwhile, the Taizhou siblings have a new toy to play with. Someone actually dares to investigate their private lives. The cool, crazy, underworld boss big brother is being pressured by dad again to get married and have kids. The siblings just got a new toy and are having a blast with it. What are you trying to investigate? Looking for someone auntie cares about, so you can use them as leverage. Bukusis is so amused. So you want to kidnap me? Well, come on, kidnap me already. Go ahead and try. See if you can even do it. It's a smugly. Who came up with such a clumsy plan? Suddenly a familiar voice comes from behind. Taizhou excitedly yells dad to the old handsome guy. Haven't seen him in forever. The kids are thrilled. Before Taizhou can move, Cool Sis is already in the old guy's arms. One's a big brat, one's a little brat. Makes Taizhou super jealous. Who knew Cool Sis would get her hands on the man's expensive clothes? The old guy doesn't hold back, casually smacks her 3 times. The clues the siblings couldn't find, the old guy figured out right away. Gotta admit, Ginger gets spicier with age. After efficiently handling business, Taizhou actually doesn't go home with dad. Dad immediately senses something different. Are you dating someone? Taijiao tries to deny it. I'm not, I didn't. Cool God's already started. You don't know how much I suffer to have you. You gotta let me hold the grandson. Taijiao is so helpless. Even though you seem like a stubborn old man now, I still love you. Taijiao hugs Dad tight. Dad's not having it. Total look of disgust. Don't need you to love me. I just want my grandson. The little crybaby cries his heart out, while his brother laughs till his stomach hurts. Has these brothers crying and laughing. For the little crybaby, today was a thrilling and scary day. Anxiously waiting until evening, his tooth finally couldn't hold on. The kid's completely freaked out. Brother's voice suddenly comes from the door. The little crybaby quickly hides the tooth in his pocket. Xiaojin rushes home out of breath, noticing his brother hasn't been eating well lately, especially bought his favorite fish cakes. But the little guy still seems unhappy. Something's not right. After Xiaojin finishes his shower, he finds the little guy just sitting holding the fish cake. But why are you just holding it and not eating? I want to eat with you. So Xiaojin takes out 2 and shares them. But the little guy still looks troubled. Xiaojin gets worried, picks up his brother and asks if something hurts. Tell me. Or it could be serious. Looking at his tearing brother, the little crybaby can't hold it anymore. Tears just keep flowing. This really scares Xiaojin. He holds his brother even tighter. We need to go to the hospital now. The next second, he hears his brother crying and saying, My tooth fell out. My tooth fell out. Am I gonna die? Brother, what do I do? Xiaojin really can't help it. He bursts out laughing. His brother with tears and snot all over his face. Confused from a laugh, but also unconscious, starts giggling along with his brother. The brothers laugh louder and louder. You don't even know what's funny. The little guy says with a smile, because you're laughing. Totally melts Xiaojin's broken heart. Other people's houses, other people's money, full of other people's stuff. The only thing completely mine is your love for me. I often regret. If I hadn't brought you out back then, life would definitely be better than now. But without you, could I really have a better life? The answer is clear. No way. Because of the little crybaby's tooth, Xie Jingjing shows a smile like never before, hugging his brother even tighter. Silly kid. Teeth are supposed to fall out. You're not gonna die. The little crybaby still can't believe it. Will my tooth grow back? Xiaojin shows his bright white teeth and says, Of course. You'll get big teeth just like me. And then you can go to school soon. The little crybaby jumps with joy. When? Can I go tomorrow? The overjoyed brothers don't even notice, Someone's actually standing at the door. When Xiaojin spots the big boss at the door, his smile instantly disappears. When did you get here? So, Taijiao looks kinda sour. You were too busy laughing. You didn't hear me. After leaving Dad, I was heading home, but came here because I need to talk to you. After tucking the little crybaby into bed, Xiaojin looks at the shameless Taijiao. Say what you gotta say. Taijiao's being totally unserious. He got the face of someone who can't cook. Hey. Don't hit people. He suddenly says, let's have a drink. Xiaojin doesn't get it. Me and you? What? Because after you hear what I have to say, you're definitely gonna want a drink. But before leaving, he tells Xiaojin, it's cold out, wear more. After learning that's already his thickish coat, he takes off his own jacket and roughly puts it on him. Put your hands in. Don't catch a cold and blame me. Wow, wow, wow. Taijiao's so hot, love it. Total boyfriend No vibes. Wonder you got yourself a sweet, pretty wife. Just that melts too much. Always either making his wife mad or scared. Taking his wife out drinking in this freezing cold. Telling his wife the guy he beat up got discharged. Just pay some medical bills and he won't press charges. The reason? He's too embarrassed apparently. He just won't say he threatened him not to sue. Taijiao's always been curious. What the guy did to get beaten up like that. Learning he dared to get handsy with his wife. Taijiao immediately applauds. Still went too easy. Should have torn him apart. But his wife actually thinks he's just like that guy. That's definitely not okay. I paid for it. Xiaojin's touch for 2 seconds and deflates. Really can't have any expectations for this guy. Naturally gets beaten by his wife again. Taijiao touches his aching face. Sticks to the principle that his wife hits him out of love. And must return the love with hugs and kisses. Xiaojin worries about this debt he'll never finish paying. Does it really have to come to that? Don't worry. I'll help you find your old man. Xiaojin's confused why his creditor is providing housing and paying medical bills. And now wants to help find his deadbeat dad. Taijiao the charmer says. Because I know you're working so hard to survive while raising a kid. It's just so pitiful. If I cannot find enough. But if I do, even if I have to get a boat, I'll bring him to you. Xiaojin doesn't believe it one bit. Say lie. Gotta be a trick. That guy's planning to sweet talk me so he can use me. But also thinks how great it'd be if it were true. Even knowing it's a lie. Why does it feel so comforting?